நீதி நிர்வாகத்தினை திறம்பட நடத்தியும் இன்றைய நீதிமன்ற திறப்பு விழாவினை சிறப்புடன் ஏற்பாடு செய்து அமர்ந்துள்ள மரியாதைக்குரிய சேலம் முதன்மை மாவட்ட நீதிபதி அம்மா திருமதி ஆர் கலைமதி அவர்களை வரவேற்புரை நல்குமாறு பணிவன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
Our respected portfolio judge of Salem district, respected Madam Justice, dear brother and sister judges, my esteemed colleagues on the dais, the district collector Thiru S. Karmik Mayes and the superintendent of police Thiru Sri Abhinav IPS of Salem district, respected President Mr. Muthusamy and Secretary Mr. Muthamil Selvan of Salem Bar Association, and office bearers, members of Salem Bar Association and other respected presidents, secretaries, office bearers and members of Bar Associations of Attur, Sangagiri, Vazhapadi, Edappadi, Omalur, Mettur, Yerkad, learned senior advocates, members of the bar, public prosecutors who are present here, GPs, police officials, officials of public work departments, officials of Department of Revenue, bank officers who are present here, staff members of district judiciary, press and media, and all other invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud and privilege to extend heartiest welcome to you all to this inaugural function of dedicated commercial courts in the cadre of district judge and senior civil judge at Salem. We feel extremely honored by the presence of my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Madras. It is a matter of immense pleasure for all of us that he could find time to be with us despite his busy schedule and preoccupations. I am so pleased to welcome my Lord Chief Justice of the Honorable High Court of Madras. Welcome, my Lord. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Justice M. Sundar, Chairman of Committee, High Court of Madras, and also I extend my thanks to the Lordship for his valuable guidance. Welcome, Lordship. I also take this opportunity to welcome the Honorable Justice Abdul Qudus, Judge High Court of Madras, who is our portfolio judge, and also my sincere thanks for his support and guidance. Welcome, Lordship. It is my unique privilege to extend a very cordial welcome to our Honorable Judges of High Court Madras. Welcome, Lordships. Honorable Justice N. Satish Kumar, Judge, High Court of Madras. Honorable Justice G.K. Ilandare, Judge, High Court of Madras. I am extremely pleased to welcome the Lordships. I am also honored by the presence of our Ms. Thiru S. Karmegam, IAS, the District Collector, and Thiru M. Sri Abhinav, IPS, the Superintendent of Police of Salem District. Welcome, sir. My conveyor welcome to all my brother and sister judges. I am very happy to welcome the President, Secretary and Office Bearers of Salem Bar Association and the other Presidents, Secretaries, Office Bearers of and members of various Bar Associations of Salem District. A glad welcome to all the staff members and other officers who are present here, press and media, ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely, firstly, thank the Honorable Chief Justice, Chairman and members of Committee for Restructuring of Commercial Courts, our Honorable Portfolio Judge and other Honorable Judges for consenting to participate and for inaugurating the commercial courts in the cadre of District Judge and Senior Civil Judge at Salem despite their very busy schedule. Let me give a brief introduction about the said courts. As per the GO MS number 44 dated 27/1/2022, at 4 places, at 4 districts in Tamil Nadu, these courts have been sanctioned, namely Chennai, Kanchipuram, Salem and Coimbatore. After establishment of these courts in Chennai, secondly at Salem, the Honorable Chief Justice by his golden handset inaugurated just before a few minutes the commercial courts, one in the cadre of District Judge and another in the cadre of Senior Civil Judge These commercial courts will cater the needs of especially business community, banks and members of Bar Association of Salem and Taluk level. The litigant public, the members of the bar definitely will get benefited by the newly inaugurated commercial courts. Such an introduction of commercial courts would mark a landmark legal reform for the Salem district. There has always been a long-standing requirement for a stable and dispute resolutions, ensuring quick enforcement of contracts and for easy recovery of monetary claims. After an extended deliberations of fresh impetus to improve India's image as an investment destination, the commercial courts are being established throughout the country. Stay positive, work hard, make it happen. Make each day your masterpiece. Believe you can, you are halfway there, the words of Roosevelt. My earnest request to the brother members of the bar is that it is a high time for them to utilize their best opportunities as having established the commercial courts in Salem district. My heartiest felicitations to my esteemed colleagues, Mr. Tandavan, District Judge, and Ms. Renuka Devi, Senior Civil Judge, who have taken charge as judges of commercial courts at Salem. With this brief introduction, I once again extend my hearty welcome to one and all, and thanks to everyone who have contributed to the success of this function. Let us march together to bring our nation economically more stronger. Nandri, Vanakkam, Jai Hind.
And our respected Principal District Judge, Salem District, to present a memento to our Honorable Chief Justice of the Madras High Court.
நன்றி. மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற மூத்த நீதியரசர் திரு எம். சுந்தர் அவர்களுக்கு சேலம் முதலாவது கூடுதல் மாவட்ட நீதிபதி திரு எஸ். ஜெகநாதன் அவர்களை மாலை அணிவித்தும், சேலம் தொழிலாளர் நீதிபதி திருமதி எஸ். சுமதி அவர்களை நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கியும் கௌரவிக்குமாறு அன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசர் திரு என். சதீஷ்குமார் அவர்களுக்கு இன்று புதிதாக துவங்கப்பட்ட மாவட்ட வணிக நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி திரு எம். தாண்டவன் அவர்களை மாலை அணிவித்தும், சேலம் குடும்ப நல நீதிபதி திருமதி எம். இ. பத்மா அவர்களை நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கியும் கௌரவிக்குமாறு அன்புடன். குடகு மலையில் தோன்றி கன்னட மக்களை வாழ்வித்து தமிழகம் வந்து தங்குகின்ற காவேரி ஆற்றின் அணை அமைந்துள்ள கொங்கு நாட்டின் மேட்டூர் என்ற ஊரில் வாழையடி வாழையடி என வந்த தமிழ் பெருமரபில் பிறந்த மண்ணின் மைந்தரும் மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு ஜி. கே. இளந்திரையன் அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசினை ஜி. கே. இளந்திரையன் அவர்களுக்கு மாவட்ட நீதிபதி திரு சரண் அவர்களை மாலை அணிவித்தும், சேலம் மாவட்ட இசி கோர்ட் நீதிபதி திருமதி சி. ஜெயஸ்ரீ அவர்களை நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கியும் கௌரவிக்குமாறு அன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி. 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 நினைவு பரிசை வழங்கி கௌரவித்தார். மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசரும் சேலம் மாவட்ட நிர்வாக நீதியரசரும் ஆகிய மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு அப்துல் குதூஸ் அவர்களுக்கு சேலம் மாவட்ட ஆட்சியர் நினைவு பரிசை மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசர் திரு ஜி கே இளந்தரையன் அவர்களுக்கு சேலம் மாவட்ட ஆட்சியர் நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கி கௌரவித்தார். சேலம் மாவட்ட ஆட்சியர் மரியாதைக்குரிய சேலம் முதன்மை மாவட்ட நீதிபதி அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கினோம். தலைமையிடமாக கொண்டு ஆட்சி செய்த கடையேழு வள்ளல்களில் ஒருவரான அதியமான் வாழ்ந்த பகுதியும் நீதியையும் நிர்வாகத்தையும் 1000 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாகவே உலகிற்கு முதலில் அறிமுகம் செய்த சோழ பேரரசின் கட்டுப்பாட்டில் இருந்த அன்றைய ராஜாச்சுரிய சதுர்வேதி மங்கலம் இன்றைய சேலம் மாவட்டத்தில் வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க வணிக நீதிமன்றங்களை திறந்து வைத்துள்ள மாண்புமிகு தலைமை நீதியரசர் மற்றும் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்த மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர்களுக்கும் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை பலத்த கரவொலி மூலமாக இந்த சமயத்தில் தெரிவித்தார்.
Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Madras, Honorable Justice Thiru M. Sundar, Honorable Justice Thiru Sadish Kumar, Honorable Justice Thiru Abdul Quddus, Honorable Justice Thiru G. K. Ilandariyan, Thiru S. Karmegan, IAS District Collector, and Thiru Nazmal Bude, IPS Commissioner of Police Salem, Thiru Abhinav, Superintendent of Police Salem, Honorable Principal District and Session Judge Salem, and all other judicial officers of Salem District, and my advocate brothers and my sisters of all. எல்லோருக்கும் எனது மனமார்ந்த நன்றி, வணக்கம். What is Commercial Court? Commercial Courts Act enacted on 2015 and came into enforce on 23 October 2015. What is the Commercial Court என்றால் வர்த்தக தொடர்புடைய வழக்குகளை நடத்தும் நீதிமன்றம் ஆகும். அதுதான் கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட். செக்ஷன் 2C இல் கமர்ஷியல் டிஸ்பியூட் என்றால் என்னவென்று 21 டெபினிஷன் வரையறுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. அந்த 21 டெபினிஷனில் வரையறுக்கப்பட்டுள்ள எது வந்தாலும் அது கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட்டில் தான் நடக்கும், சிவில் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போகாது. கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட் தான் டெபினிஷன் படி ஒரு இம்மூவபிள் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி ரிசீவ் ரெக்கவர் செய்தாலோ அல்லது அதற்குரிய ரூபாயை திரும்ப பெறும் சூழ்நிலைகள் இருந்தாலும் அதுவும் கமர்ஷியல் டிஸ்பியூட் தான், அதுவும் கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட்டில் தான் நடக்கும். மேலும் பார்ட்னர்ஸ்குள் டிஸ்பியூட் ஏற்பட்டாலும் அதுவும் கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட்டுக்கு தான் வரும். டெபினிஷன் மெர்கன்டைல் டாக்குமெண்ட் என்று உள்ளது. மெர்கன்டைல் டாக்குமெண்ட் என்றால் அது மெர்கன்டைல் டாக்குமெண்டா இல்லையா என்று நீதிமன்றம் தான் முடிவு செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட்டுக்கு அதிகாரம் கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. அதாவது இறுதி தீர்ப்பு நீதிமன்றத்தில் தான் வழங்க வேண்டும் என்று வரையறுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. மேலும் வியாபாரிகள் ரூபாய் மூலம் வியாபாரம் செய்கிறார்கள். ஆனால் ரூபாய் பரிவர்த்தனை செய்யும் போது சட்டத்தில் பல சிக்கல்கள் உள்ளன. அது மட்டுமல்லாமல் அளவுக்கு மீறிய ரூபாயை எடுத்துச் செல்லும் போது உயிருக்கு ஆபத்து ஏற்படும் சூழ்நிலையும் ஏற்படுகிறது. வியாபாரியிடம் உடனடியாக கொடுப்பதற்கு ரூபாயும் இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம். அதனால் தான் வியாபாரத்திற்காக உருவாக்கப்பட்ட வியாபார ஆவணங்கள் தான் செக்கு, ப்ராமிசரி நோட் அண்ட் பில் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். அது மட்டுமல்லாமல் கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட்டில் விரைவில் நீதி கிடைக்கும் என்று கூறி இந்த கமர்ஷியல் கோர்ட் திறப்புலாவில் என கலந்து கொண்டு பேச வாய்ப்பளித்ததற்கு என் மூலமாகவும் எனது சேலம் வழக்கறிஞர் சங்கத்தின் சார்பாகவும் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். Once again, I am very much thanks to all.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Next. Punctuality, probity, promptness, and patience are 4 qualities of a leadership in a judge. We have always admired those qualities of leadership in our portfolio judge, Honorable Thiru Justice Abdul Qadoos. From building his practice with the roots of trial to marking his footprint at international forums, it is a great pleasure to state that His Lordship himself has a rich 24 years of energetic practice in all branches of commercial law. With no further delay, I now invite Honorable Portfolio Judge of the Salem District, Abdul Qadoos, Madras High Court, to chair the session with a special address. Thank you, Lordship.
Collector for Salem, Superintendent of Police, Salem, Learned Principal to the Judge, Chief Judicial Magistrate, President of the Bar Association, all judicial officers present here, members of the Bar, President and Office Bearers of the Bar Association, staff of the Salem courts who have worked tirelessly to have this function a grand success. A very good morning to all of you. First of all, I need to congratulate the people of Salem for getting this A+ distinction. You are the very few districts. Salem is one amongst the few districts who have got this recognition. Apart from your district, Coimbatore and Chennai as usual, because capital city, and Kanjipuram district have been recognized as commercial courts. You are also very fortunate that you are having a sprawling complex here in the heart of the city, where there is scope for expansion of courts. In fact, Honorable Chief Justice was kind enough to appoint a subcommittee comprising of 3 honorable judges, Brother Justice Sundar, Brother Satish Kumar, and myself. We had inspected the building and we had a preliminary meeting with the bar also, and they were also very, very cooperative. And they wanted, their main goal was to have the entire court complex, all the courts in the very same complex. We are very, very fortunate to have such a sprawling complex covering an area of more than 20 acres. Nowhere in any of the cities in Tamil Nadu, Mofusal cities, you will find such a large area where they give rise to expansion of courts. In fact, the very object of this Commercial Courts Act is for the investors, whether small or big, to have ease of doing business. So every investor would like to invest in a place where the judicial infrastructure is good, where they are able to see easy resolution, quick resolution of the disputes. So you are very lucky that everybody knows that Salem is a commercial center. Now Salem has been recognized by the judiciary also as a commercial hub. So once the commercial courts are developed and quick dispensation of justice is there, people will start investing. Small time investors as well as big investors will start investing in this city as well as in this district. And in that way, all of you will grow. The economy will grow, the district economy will grow, and the litigants will also be very happy. At the same time, bar members will also be very happy. As they will get more number of cases, there will be more number of disputes, and in that way, you are very, very lucky. So I am sure with the constitution of these two courts, one in the district level and in the other in the sub-court level, you will make an impression, you will make a mark for the entire state of Tamil Nadu. The presiding officers who are going to man these two courts, I am sure they will be able to dispense justice in a fair manner, at the same time quickly. In fact, Commercial Courts Act, under the Commercial Courts Act, strict timelines are fixed, not like any other civil court where the delays are inevitable because of the procedure. Here, even for filing written statement, you have to file beyond 120 days. There is no question of extending time. So like that, there are many timelines. You have new concepts have been introduced, like case management hearing and other things, which help in the quick dispersal of cases. So, Honorable Chief Justice was in fact we decided to have this same building which we have inaugurated, but the Honorable Chief Justice is inaugurated today for commercial courts, was earlier meant for this vulnerable witness deposition center. But we, on inquiry, we took the statistics of how many witnesses, vulnerable witnesses were examined, and we found that only 4 witnesses were examined in the last 2 years. So such a big building, if it is given for that building, it will be underutilized. Whereas for commercial courts, it was ideally suited. So we took a call, and bar members also, bar association as well as other members of bar also cooperated and agreed for that. And we are as High Court is indeed very thankful for each one of you for having accepted and having come for this function and accepted to have the commercial courts in this vulnerable witness deposition center. We will be by Honorable Chief Justice has also promised that there will be a provision for the vulnerable witness deposition center also soon in another building, so that it will be accommodated there. So I don't want to take much of your time. Honorable Chief Justice is also waiting. We are all eagerly looking forward to the speech by the Honorable Chief Justice as well as by Justice M. Sundar and others. I thank once again all of you for having come to this wonderful occasion, wonderful function, which is very important, that is to inaugurate the commercial courts. Without further ado, I once again thank all of you. Thank you.
வர்த்தக நகரமான சேலத்தில் வணிக நீதிமன்றம் உருவாக்கப்பட்ட சிறப்பினை பொறுத்து சிறப்பான முறையிலே உரையாற்றிய மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசரும் சேலம் மாவட்டத்தின் நிர்வாக நீதிபதியுமான மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு அப்துல் குதூஸ் அவர்களுக்கு மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். அடுத்தபடியாக 2000 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாகவே ரோமானியர்களுடன் வணிக தொடர்பு கொண்டிருந்த தமிழர்கள் வாழ்ந்த பகுதியான சேலம் மாவட்டத்திற்கு வணிக நீதிமன்றங்களை கொண்டு வர தனது இடையறாத பணிகளுக்கிடையே பலமுறை இங்கு வருகை தந்து இந்த நீதிமன்றங்களை கொண்டு வந்து இப்பகுதி மக்களுக்கு வணிகம் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட வழக்குகளை உடனடியாக தீர்ப்பதற்கு வழிவகை செய்து கொடுத்த காட்சிக்கு எளியன் கடுஞ்சொல்லன் அல்லனேல் மீக்கூறும் மன்னன் நிலம், காட்சிக்கு எளிமையாகவும் கடுஞ்சொல் பேசாத மன்னவனை அந்த மக்கள் மகிழ்ந்து போற்றுவார்கள் என்ற வள்ளுவரின் வாய்மொழிக்கேற்ப மக்களால் மகிழ்ந்து போற்றத்தக்க மாண்புமிகு சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசரும் வணிக நீதிமன்றங்களின் சீரமைப்பு குழுவின் தலைவரும் ஆகிய மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு எம். சுந்தர் அவர்களை சிறப்புரையாற்ற உங்கள் பலத்த கரவொலியுடன் பணிவன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
Honorable Chief Justice, I would go bilingual with the caveat that I will not say anything in Tamil which I have not said in English. Good afternoon and greetings. Nanpahal Vanakkamum Vaalthukkalum. Salem as a district was neither given as an inam or taken as an inam. It was never gifted. It was made with the sweat and spirit of several generations. பல தலைமுறைகளின் உழைப்பினால் ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்ட ஒரு மாவட்டம், and basically an agricultural district. Thereafter you will see that it gravitated towards the agricultural market, and then தொழிற்சாலைகளை பற்றி சொல்ல வேண்டும் என்றால், if you have to talk about industries, I used to say sago to steel. சாகோவிலிருந்து எஃகு வரை, ஸ்டீல் வரை இங்கு தொழிற்சாலைகளுக்கு பஞ்சமில்லை. வணிகவியலுக்கும் எந்த பஞ்சமும் இல்லை. இங்கே textiles, all of us know, a thriving business, and this is a district which is spread over 5,200 square kilometers and with a population of about 32 lakhs. The point I want to emphasize here is Salem as a district has reached a stage where a dedicated commercial court has become imperative. ஒரு வணிகவியல் நீதிமன்றம் தனியாக செயல்பட வேண்டிய அளவுக்கு வணிகவியலும் வர்த்தகமும் தொழிற்சாலைகளும் இங்கே வளர்ந்திருக்கின்றன அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு பொருண்மையின் அடிப்படையில் தான் இந்த செயல்பாடு இருக்கிறது. More importantly, the Salem Bar. Speaking of Salem Bar, it has contributed some of the doyens to the legal profession, and as it was pointed out by your bar president and one other speaker here, Salem Bar Association case is even today the lead case when anyone wants to talk about the 2002 amendments to the CPC. Before I proceed further, I will do the address, formal address. I'm just scripting it in a particular manner so that I do the formal address now and then complete it with what this commercial court stacks. I'm looking at the clock also. Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Justice N. Satish Kumar, member of the committee who had stood by us in every effort that was taken, along with some other members and some others who were not members, and Brother Abdul Quddus, who is your portfolio judge, Brother Justice G.K. Ilandaren, son of the soil, Mannin Mainder and Mannin Marumahan. We have your Ungal Vadakarikar Sangha தலைவர் திரு முத்துசுவாமி. I'm not going by protocol, please pardon me for that. Principal District Judge Mrs. Kalimati, the Chief Judicial Magistrate, Mr. Karmegam, Collector of your district, who very readily responded as part of the executive arm when this whole proposal was put by the court to the executive, and Mr. M. Shri Abhinav, District Superintendent of Police, who is also the part of the executive arm, and besides the Salem Bar Association, all the office bearers and members of the bar associations from Mettur, Attur, Omalur, Edappadi and Samli, if I am right, all of you are here. வாழ்த்துக்கள். அனைவருக்கும் நீங்கள் சிறப்பாக செயல்படுவீர்கள் என்பதில் எந்தவித ஐயப்பாடும் இல்லை. யாரையாவது குறிப்பிடவில்லை என்றால் மன்னிக்க வேண்டும். நேரம் கருதி, நேரத்தின் அருமை கருதி மட்டுமே குறிப்பிடாமல் இருந்திருக்கலாம். இங்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய அத்துணை நீதிபதிகள், வழக்கறிஞர்கள், இருக்கக்கூடிய நீதிமன்ற ஊழியர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்கள். What is this? And the press and the media which is covering this, thank you very much. Now coming to what is this Commercial Courts Act? I will just take only 2 minutes and try to tell you in a nutshell because you are a very enlightened bar. In the வணிகவியல் நீதிமன்ற சட்டம் 2015 which kicked in on 23/10/2015. What is this? அப்படினு கேட்டா, take it from me, it is not a substantive law. It is only a procedural law. இது ஒரு நிலை நிறை சட்டம் அல்ல, இது ஒரு நடைமுறை சட்டம் மட்டுமே. மீண்டும் கூறுகிறேன், இது ஒரு நிலை நிறை சட்டம் அல்ல, இது ஒரு நடைமுறை சட்டம் மட்டுமே. All that this act does is it amends CPC. 3 sections, 10 orders of the CPC have been amended. உரிமையல் விசாரணை முறை நடை சட்டத்தில் 3 பிரிவுகள் 10 கட்டளைகள் திருத்தப்பட்டுள்ளன. பிறகு அட்டவணையில் 8 அட்டவணைகள் உள்ளன, A to H. இன்னும் ஒரு அட்டவணை சேர்க்கப்பட்டுள்ளது, அட்டவணை I. In addition to appendices A to H, appendix I has been added. This is the scope of the act. That's all. Otherwise, the Contract Act, the Specific Relief Act, Succession Act, every other act which you apply on a day-to-day basis in a civil court, in a trial court, has not changed. Substantive act, nilai nirai sattam, or maravillai tiruthapadavillai. Therefore, I am sure the bar will do very well because all of you are trial lawyers. I am sure that you will do a wonderful job. What this amendment attempts to bring in is expediting the whole trial process. That's all. In 2002, I will give you a simple example and conclude with that. I think your bar president also mentioned that. Even in the 2002 amendment, a time frame was brought in for the filing of the written statement and completion of pleadings by the defendant. Thereafter, in the Salem Bar Association case, paragraph 45, Honorable Supreme Court said it is merely directory and not mandatory. Therefore, delay in filing written statement and completion of pleadings was occurring. Then we had the World Bank report, and after the World Bank report, on seeing that the faith of the investors should go up in the legal culture of this country, this act was enacted. Therefore, it has a pan-India significance. இதற்கு ஒரு அனைத்திந்திய கோட்பாடு உண்டு. ஆகவே when it is implemented in a bar like Salem, I am sure it will put the Salem courts not only in the national map but also in the international map very shortly. I am very, very confident about this. And very important is the IPR disputes, அறிவுசார் சொத்து சம்பந்தமான வழக்குகளும் இந்த வணிகவியல் நீதிமன்றங்களில் விசாரிக்கப்படும். துரிதமாக விசாரிப்பதற்கு நான் இதை எப்பொழுதுமே சொல்வதுண்டு. The bar and the bench are 2 sides of a coin. It is very, very important that the bar and the bench collaborate, cooperate and work together if there has to be expeditious disposal. Therefore, with all humility at my command, I would request all the members of the bar to please extend your utmost cooperation to ensure that what we have commenced today becomes a reality. Today is not a destination. Today is a beginning. When I say 2 sides of the coin, I mentioned it earlier. Please remember, the 2 sides of the coin are never the same. They are very different. When I mentioned it earlier in another occasion, Honorable Chief pointed out, I said normally they say 2 wheels of a chariot. I prefer to say instead of 2 wheels of a chariot, 2 sides of the coin, because ஒரு நாணயத்தின் இரு பக்கங்கள் எந்த நாட்டிலுமே ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்காது. ஒரு நாணயத்தின் இரு பக்கங்கள் வெவ்வேறாக மட்டுமே இருக்கும். ஆனால் இரு பக்கங்களும் இணைந்தால்தான் அந்த நாணயத்துக்கு மதிப்பு. இரு பக்கங்களும் இணையவில்லை என்றால் அந்த நாணயத்திற்கு மதிப்பில்லை என்பது மிக மிக தெளிவாக அறிந்தவர். ஆகவே in a trial court, the cooperation of the bar is absolutely imperative. Therefore, I would urge and beseech the bar to cooperate and please do very well. We are confident that we will shortly be in the national and the international map. Considering the time constraint, I conclude with this. Vaipukku Nandri, Varthukal, best wishes.
My esteemed brother Justice M. Sundar, brother Satish Kumar, they are the biggest contributor of today's function, and in the later part I'll illustrate that also. Brother Justice Lindgren, son of the soil, everybody knows him here very closely. And portfolio judge, Justice Abdul Qudus, the principal district judge, district judiciary, judicial officer of Salem district judiciary, district collector who has extended the executive arm to facilitate the judiciary at Salem. In all respect, I extend my thanks also. The Supreme Police, Salem district, Mithuswamy, president and the member of Salem Bar Association, other dignitaries on the direct, ladies and gentlemen, media person. Today, if I go in the past, it is that Salem Bar Association which should take pride of opening of 2 commercial courts in this district. And the pride goes to the Bar Association that after the Chennai, this is the second district where you would be having the commercial court. There are big districts, but Salem has taken the pride to get 2 commercial courts open. And the contribution goes to Justice Sundar, Justice Satish Kumar and Justice Qudus, who on my request visited the combined court building to make a suggestion whether the court complex which has been created, or rather vulnerable witness deposition center created or constructed with support of around 3 crores of rupees would be made to use for the purpose it has been constructed, or we can take a decision to open the commercial courts, which is the need of the day. They had taken the pain, came, visited the entire building, entire premises and make their appropriate suggestions. It is on their suggestion that we took a decision to open 2 commercial courts in the new building, which was basically for the vulnerable witness deposition center. But finding that design as well as furnishing is not appropriate to open a vulnerable witness deposition center, the decision was taken to open the commercial courts. Definitely we would be locating the vulnerable witness deposition center because there are directions of the Supreme Court to such centers in every district, and for that also a report has been given by my brother judges where it can be opened, and soon we would be doing it. Salem Bar Association is known not only in the state but in the country. They are very vibrant, and this litigation to which my brother Justice M. Sundar was referring to, in regard to the provision whether it is a mandatory or directory, the judgment came. The amendment in the CPU3 was brought to expedite the process, to complete the litigation at the required speed, because the blame comes on the judiciary that the matter remains pending for years together, and this blame heavily comes on us also. Though maybe the number of judges we have, it may not be possible to dispose of the matter or take up all the matter. The strength of judges needs to be increased, but that is a separate part. What is the relevance of the Salem Bar Association? The issue was decided by the apex court, and then a need was felt. That was 2002, and immediately need was felt to have a separate commercial court act. The proposal was conceived in the year 2003 itself. Though act came in 2015, it took around 12 years to finalize the draft and to bring it as an act. But if we correlate it with the decision of the judgment of the Supreme Court in Salem Bar Association case, we can realize that there was a need to expedite the process and especially the commercial litigation. See, if a matter remains pending in the courts for years together, a litigant or the public cannot repose confidence in the system, and therefore it was felt necessary that some speed has to be given, matters are required to be expedited, and therefore the Act of 2015 was brought. It is 7 years by now. We could not match the decision, rather the government took around 13 years or 12 years to come out with an act. We could not open the commercial court immediately, though work is going on. And immediately after coming to Madras High Court, and with the support of all my brother and sister judges, a decision was taken that we should try to open an independent commercial court. It is not only to benefit the litigant, those who are involved in the commerce, trade, business, but even to the bar. Justice Sundar has rightly said, it is going to benefit the bar, and portfolio Justice Kudus also, referring to the support of the Salem Bar Association, stated that it would be beneficial to the bar also. It's a type of litigation which you were addressing even in the past, but now it would be with different mood. The matter which are required to be taken up at a required speed, that can be addressed by two courts, and it is not only to benefit the bar association, the litigant, but the district itself. The Salem has a pride to call it Steel City and otherwise known for agriculture, but turned out to be a commercial hub nowadays, and therefore it was more necessary to open commercial court, and I hope and trust that with the support of the bar, whatever matters are pending in the commercial court, that would be expedited, and your support can get the result in early disposal of the cases. Judicial officer can take up the matters, but again, I'll say, it can't be without support of the bar that we can expedite the proceeding and decide the matters at the earliest. And therefore, I always say, though there is a different opinion and we'll get it resolved in the larger bench, Justice Sundar says there are two sides of the coin. bar and the bench, and I always say the two wheels of the chariot. And the reason I had given, two sides of the coin cannot see each other anytime, which I don't believe, because we want to see each other every time. That is the bar and the bench. So I'm happy to note that the Bar Association has given a great support to inaugurate the commercial courts in a premises which was initially constructed, designed, but could not come out as it was required for the vulnerable deposition center. I would give the credit to the entire judiciary of Salem, who had also supported. Very soon, they had taken up the matter. Quickly, everything was arranged, because hardly any time was given to PDJ and all the judicial officers to come out the program, but the way they have arranged, I extend my sincere gratitude to the bar also and to the judiciary also. What are the salient features of the Act of 2015 is not required to be spelled out in this program, otherwise a brief reference of it has been given by Brother Justice M. Sundar. What are the features, what are the changes, which according to him is not major, but that is required to see, because with the incorporation and emphasis on the mediation, the conciliation, the arbitration, my request would be to the Bar Association also, to bar member also, to see that how quickly matters are settled, and that can be by involving the mechanisms of mediation, the arbitration, because in the judicial process, some time may and is bound to take. Why the matters are required to be disposed of quickly, briefly I'll say, and the Salem should take pride of that, because my brother said that Salem should come the figure not only at the national level but international level. See, biggest problem in the development of country and especially in the trade business was delay in disposal of cases. The foreign investors were not having interest to invest the money in our country, which is a developing country, and we need foreign investment also. It is not only required to see that the trade and business is developed, but for the development of the entire country. The biggest problem or hitch in coming and investing in our country was the delay in disposal of cases. It was said that once a commercial matter is stuck for years together and money is not paid or recovered in time, it loses its sanctity. And how we can invest in a country where the matters are not decided within the time frame. And therefore, there was a need. With that framework, the Commercial Code Act was brought. Now, if we would be in a position to expedite the hearing of the cases, in disposal of the cases, this is my request to the judicial officers and also bar. Then only we can depose trust, confidence in the foreign investors, that they should come and invest in our country. See, I mean, it seems to be a very small thing, but your contribution may give a lot of development to the country in terms of the investment, in terms of the industrialization, in terms of the trade, in terms of the business. That can be the contribution, and I am happy to say the journey in the state of Tamil Nadu started from Chennai, and second step is in the district of Salem. That pride should be given to the judiciary as well as to the bar members for all. While visiting the building, though I am going little off the track, I found that the chambers of the bar members have been constructed and is not been opened or made to use for a few years. That is what has been informed by Brother Satish Kumar and Justice Kudus. It was to my surprise, because once the building is ready and is to the benefit of the bar members, why it should not be open? Therefore, I made a request, if possible or any difficulty in getting it open, I would request them that matter may be taken up at the level of the committees, or if I can be of any help, I can extend it so that immediately the chambers may be made available to the bar members. That is only one point. The thing is, the strength of bar members is such that 32 chambers would not be sufficient. There is a demand need to construct 2 more stories. The proposal has recently been sent as informed by PDJ, or the proposal has not received by the High Court. I will request the PDJ and to the President and the Secretary along with all bar members to kindly expedite the proposal. It would be definitely sent by the PDJ, but once this proposal is given, we'll see that the financial approval is given by the government at the earliest, so that the bar members may get sufficient space for their accommodation, for their working, for their office. Because while taking down of the premises, I could not find a proper place for sitting of the lawyers, which is required. Unless we make the bar members comfortable, it would be difficult to think that they would be contributing to expedite the disposal of the matter. So I would be requesting to the President, to the PDJ and all judicial members to see that proposal to construct additional 2 floors so as to add 64 chambers in 32. Present chambers may be immediately taken up, but my request would again be to the President and bar members that don't wait for the construction of 64 chambers. Kindly occupy, though space would not be sufficient, but whatever manner you can use it, because non-use of the premises is going to waste. This 3 and 4 years time not to use the premises, total waste of the public exchequer also. And therefore, my request would be to the bar members also to take a call on that and immediately occupy the chambers with whatever allocation of the chambers it can be. And in that, if you find any difficulty to how to allot, my request would be those who are senior citizens, those who are senior advocates in the bar, they may be given priority because it would be on the ground floor. 2 other stories can accommodate the young lawyers, and immediately out of construction they can also have a proper room for their working. The heritage building, and one more part is there. I was discussing with the chairperson, with the president of the bar, how it can be opened because building has been constructed, and if it is not made to use, again, I was saying that there is total waste of the public exchequer. Therefore, the bar president, the office bearer of the bar, and the portfolio judge along with the PDJ may take a call how to utilize the building, because the premise is beautiful, the building is beautiful. The only requirement is we should use the building to the maximum. And that regard report says that mediation center, 2 mediation center exist. One is occupied by the defense council and another is not properly made to use. My request would be to PDJ and portfolio judges along with the support of the High Court to see that whatever part of the building is not being used, it should be used to the maximum. So far, other things, I was thinking that President in his address would focus and give many of the pending demands of the Bar Association, but I am lucky. First, his speech was in Tamil, so it was not possible for me to understand. That was the benefit. And secondly, I don't know whether he has given any demand. Anyway, even if you missed, we are open. We are here to make the bar members very easy, very comfortable. Whatever is the difficulty, kindly address it through the PDs and portfolio. We'll immediately take care of what is required to be done. The time would not further permit, but definitely once again I'll extend my sincere thanks to the PDJ and the entire judiciary of Salem district, the district collector, the Supreme Police, to make our stay very comfortable and really enjoyable. Salem is otherwise known as Steel City. I mean, the district collector was informing me, apart from SAIL, there is other industry of JSW. That is a great thing, and otherwise I was expecting that district collector would at least offer me a mango, which is known and specially of Salem, but I could not get it. This complaint I am giving because always complaint comes from the bar only. This is just off the record and to make the moment light. I extend again my sincere thanks to everyone present here, the audience who have contributed a lot to make this function to be a success, and again the district administration and the bar members to make this function successful. Thank you. Jai.
Good afternoon to all the dignitaries and ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks for the inaugural function of dedicated commercial courts in the cadres of District Judge and Senior Civil Judge at Salem. It's my great honor to extend my hearty vote of thanks to Honorable Mr. Justice Munishwarnath Bandari, Chief Justice, High Court of Madras, and Madam Chief Justice. His Lordship has spared time amidst busy schedule to grace the occasion. And today we had an opportunity to hear His Lordship's inspiring speech, and this will surely encourage us in all our future endeavor. Thank you, my Lord. I am grateful to thank Honorable Mr. Justice M. Sundar, Judge, High Court of Madras, Chairman, Committee for Restructuring of the Commercial Courts. His Lordship has taken arduous efforts for the constitution of the commercial courts at Salem and constant nurturing of our knowledge about Commercial Courts Act through many webinars. Thank you, Lordship. My sincere gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice M. Sadish Kumar, Judge, High Court of Madras, Member, Committee for Restructuring of the Commercial Courts, for His Lordship's support and encouragement. Thank you, Lordship. My heartfelt thanks to Honorable Mr. Justice Abdul Guddos, Judge, High Court of Madras, Portfolio Judge for Salem District, for His Lordship's deep and intellectual way of imparting knowledge has added to the glory of this event. Thank you, Lordship. I am immensely thankful to Honorable Mr. Justice G.K. Ilanthrayan, Judge, High Court of Madras, son of the soil, for being here and grace this occasion. Thank you, Lordship. A special thanks to Mrs. R. Kalaimadi, Honorable Principal, District and Sessions Judge, Salem District, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best. Thank you, Amma. I am grateful to thank Mr. S. Karmegam, District Collector Salem, for being here and for having rendered full cooperation to make all the arrangements for this function. Thank you, sir. I thank Mr. M. Sri Abhinav, Superintendent of Police, Salem, for being here and grace this occasion and for making all security arrangements. Thank you, sir. I thank all the Honorable Judicial Officers of Salem District for the support and encouragement. I thank Mr. M. Muthuswamy, President, Salem Bar Association, Secretary, and the office bearers of all the bar associations, public prosecutors, and all the members of the bar for their sincere cooperation. I thank all the court staffs, especially Chief Administrative Officer, Court Manager, Officers of Revenue Department, Public Works Department, Corporation Officers, Police Officers for their untiring efforts. I thank all the media persons who are going to make this program viral, and I am very grateful to all the audience for coming here and for their best wishes to this event. Last but not the least, a big thank you to each and everyone who made the celebration memorable. Thank you for being with us. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग